everyone, it's Lika. Welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from today's title, we are going to review all of my thrift flips that I did in 2024. But before I get further into the video, I just want to say Happy New Year, you guys, and I hope you guys have a great 2025. So I decided to film this video at a different part in my room, so you're not seeing the normal sewing is my therapy background. But as you can see, yellow is my favorite color, so I always had some type of yellow or some type of mustard in my background or in my decoration. With putting this video together, I kind of realized that I did not do as much thrift flips as I thought I did or as I wanted to. The first part of 2024, I kind of just did not sew as much. I did not have a lot of I don't want to say creativity, because I feel like I always have a creative drive, but I was just kind of in a I don't know how to put it, but just not sewing as much in the first half. I only did 2 thrift flips from January to August, and I probably only sold 1 or 2 made from scratch items in those first 6 months, which is crazy. So I want to definitely make sure that I do not go into 2025 with that same creative block or just being away from my sewing machine. And then from August to December, I did about 12 thrift flips, which I'm very proud of myself for being consistent and kind of just pushing myself to be out there. So first of all, 2025, we're coming with a better mindset and a better drive. So in total, I have about 14 thrift flips, and then I found one that I made but I never posted it online, so technically that's 15. So we're just gonna say 15 thrift flips in total. So in 2024, that's all I did, 15 thrift flips. But nonetheless, I'm proud of myself and I'm pushing you to start your sewing journey. If you're interested and just don't know where to start, I do have a video giving you about 10 practical tips on how to start your sewing journey, and then a little bit background about how I started. So I'm going to put the link to that video somewhere here on the screen, and then also in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. I do have my mannequin here. I'm going to display some of the items here, and then I'm going to also stitch some of the videos from my Instagram to the screen as well. Out of the 15 garments, 3 of them I don't have here with me at the moment. One of them is my very favorite, and I just don't know where it is at. I made the video, this was my first thrift flip of 2024. I did it in February for Valentine's Day. I did it and I have not worn the corset since, which I was looking forward to wear it this Valentine's Day. So I definitely need to do a closet clean out so I can find the corset so I can wear it. So let's just jump into that first thrift flip, which is the red corset. Like I said before, I love this one, and believe it or not, I started it and I was just kind of like, okay, I don't know how this is gonna come out. I had doubts in my head, like the heart's not gonna actually look like a heart. I don't know why I doubted myself when I first started it, but I absolutely love how it came out. It was fabulous, and I told myself I was going to start making a bit more corsets in 2024. Did not make another one. That's sad, but I'm planning to make another one soon because that corset came out so good and actually was not as hard as I expected. For the inside lining, I just used a red and white fabric that I had in my stash, and of course the shirt is thrifted. I do have some extra from that shirt that I'm planning to do like some scrap projects, probably some bows or something for my daughter with Valentine's Day coming up. So yeah, this heart corset, the pattern I got from Etsy. Loved it. It is super cute. Let me know what you guys think, and then let's move on to the second thrift flip. So the second thrift flip is this skirt here. I'm going to put it on the mannequin and then we can talk about it. We're gonna move on to this thrift flip. I know you probably can't see the bottom, but I'm gonna stitch in a video here. Anyways, when I first did it, I loved it. I bought the pants thrift store, and my first thought was I'm gonna put this into a skirt. I love the color, but as a pants it was just too small for me, and then I instantly knew I was gonna make it into a skirt. Didn't think of a maxi skirt at first, but when I went to start it, I decided I'm going to do a maxi skirt. The back of the skirt, I did not have enough fabric to fill in with the same material, so I decided I had a old black jeans. I could just put black in the back and black in the skirt. Idea that I had in my head was cute, but once I did it, I didn't like it as much. But I still pushed through, I still finished it, and I posted it. I got a lot of great feedback from this video. It had over 100,000 views, surprisingly, but it is just not one of my favorite thrift flips. I am actually going to pull it apart and either make it into a mini skirt without the black at the back, or I'm going to transform it into something completely different. I wore it and it's been just sitting here in my sewing room. Not worried, I mean I did it for the video, and then it's just been sitting here in my sewing room. I have not picked it up since because I personally just don't like it. It's just one of those things that you make that you're just not a fan of. And then after I did that, I realized I didn't like it as much. I was just kind of just, I feel like that's where the creative block came in, because I'm like, I'm making this thrift flip, I worked hard on it, but I just don't like it, and I'm just gonna wear it. So I feel like I was just kind of in a transition of trying to find my personal style and deciding that I'm just going to sew things that I like and not things that I think are cute, but it's just not something that I would wear. I feel like that's what I was doing in the beginning part of my sewing, is just making thrift flips just to post it, but not actually wanting to wear it because it's not my personal style. Yes, it's cute, and yes, somebody else would wear it, but it's not my personal style. So I feel like I spent the whole beginning of 2024 just trying to figure out my transition in my style, because I feel like my personal style kind of just changed over the years, and then just wanting to make things that I would wear over and over again, and not just something I'm just going to wear once and just push it to the side. So I am planning to retransform this into something totally different, which is fine, and something that I would wear over and over again, so it's not just sitting there in my closet. So that was my second project of 2024. Then we are just going to fly through to August, because then that's where I kind of just got consistent again and was sewing a lot. So in August I made a dress and a shirt for my trip to Jamaica. I made a couple other things, but they're not thrift flips, they're just like small made from scratch items, and I just want this video to be solely about thrift flips, so I'm not gonna go through the made from scratch items. Maybe next year when I make a lot more, then we can go through that, but for right now we're just gonna focus on the thrift flips. So we're gonna go to the dress that I made for my trip. Alright, so then we're gonna move on to this dress. I was having a hard time getting it on the mannequin, so I just decided to leave it as is. Anyways, I will show a different clip here with me having the actual dress on. So this was a button down that I got in the thrift store. I bought it for a completely different project. I was gonna mix this button down with a bunch of other button downs to make a jogger, but I did not end up making the joggers. So when I was trying to find my ideas for my trip, I knew I wanted a dress, and I figured orange, love orange dresses, so I decided to go with this button down. There was a few flaws in this dress, came out cute in the end, but if you watch the full tutorial you can see that it needed a zipper, so I had to do a few different ideas, alterations to the dress to actually make it able to go on and off. That's one of the reasons why it probably cannot fit on this. Other than it not being the same size, if I had a zipper, I probably would have been able to get it on enough for the video. So here I have a snap open and close only because it was too open, but I needed it to be open enough to put on. But once it was on my body, it just didn't look right. So I had to come up with a system to leave it open so there was room to put on my body and then close it so it would look good. But that's also one thing I explained in the video when it comes to doing self-drafting right on the fabric. There will be a bunch of hiccups, or sometimes there's no hiccups at all, but those are just a few things of self-drafting right on the fabric that can happen. Usually people are self-drafting like on paper, but I started my sewing with just self-drafting straight on the fabric, so that's kind of just something I am more comfortable with and just like doing more. So this was also a favorite. This is one of my top 5 favorite, other than the zipper and certain things that needed to be done differently. It's still a favorite. I can still wear it, and if I do decide to replicate this design on a future project, then I know that I need to add a zipper, or it will have to be a different type of fabric that's easier to put on and off. But this is actually in my top 5 favorite. And then let's move on to the next one. Alright, so we're going to move on to this top, which is also in my top 5 favorite. This is probably in my top 2 favorite. To be honest, I absolutely love it. I made this for my trip to Jamaica. I did not end up wearing it, but I can't wait for the temperature to get warm. I can't wait for summer so I can actually wear it out. So I made a top like this before for my trip to Mexico. It was not the same, different type of fabric. I do like using this type of stretchy fabric for this design. I want to make another top. It is backless. I want to make something else like this, but I don't want it to be backless. I want to have a piece at the back here. So I'm thinking about self-drafting something like that soon. Maybe when the temperature gets a little bit warm, like I said before. But I love this, and definitely one of my favorite. And I did not post a tutorial to this because I was kind of figuring out the measurements as I go, and when I went back to edit the video, I kind of feel like it was all over the place, and I didn't want to post a tutorial that was just scrambled and not easy to follow. So I bought a similar shirt in blue to make an actual tutorial, know that I have the measurements to just follow and not a confusing video to put out. So you guys can look forward to that this year, 2025. Alright, and then we're going to move on to this thrift flip, which is more on the beginner friendly side. It is the same shirt that I'm wearing. I made the one in the black first, and then when I went to go edit the video, it was just kind of too dark because it's black and you can't really see the design here. So I decided to remake it in green, but it is the same exact steps that I did. I just made a replica of it to be able to show the design clearer. I will put that tutorial somewhere here on the screen so you can click on it if you're interested. I just made this from a thrifted t-shirt, and then I just added this design here, which is quick and simple and can be done to pretty much any garment if you're trying to just add a little bit of style to it. Quick and easy, and I was looking for more beginner friendly thrift flips, so this was one of the items that I posted. I love both shirts. I wear them multiple times if I'm just going to go run errands. You don't have to draw the string tight like this. You can have it looser so you're not showing any skin here. So that's what I like about it. Depending on where I'm going, I can just draw it up to make it into a crop top, or pull it back out to make a full shirt so my belly is not showing. And next on the list is a 4-toned shirt that I made for my concert, the Bushy Banton concert that I went to last year with my mom. It was originally going to be a dress, but came out a little bit shorter than I expected, so I kind of just cut it up all the way up to make it into a shirt. I will stitch it here on the screen. It was something quick and easy. All I did was added the shirts together and then kind of just cut it to my size. Didn't do too much to it. The inside does not look as pretty because it was just something that I just threw together together really fast, and then I use my Cricut to add Jamaica to the front or the top. But all I did was got some old t-shirts, some was thrifted, some I already had. So if there's something that you're interested in, I do not have a tutorial, but I do see a bunch of tutorials for them online. But if you guys are interested in an actual tutorial, that's something that I would do. Let me know in the comment box below and I will work on it right away. Alright, so next on the list is this bubble skirt here, which is also one of my top 5 favorite of 2024. I love the bubble skirt design. It is different. I know it's from back in the day and it's making its way return in. It was big in 2024. I definitely love it. I like it mini. I'm very fan of the bubble skirt being super mini. It is super cute. I've only worn this one or styled it once, I should say, but I want to post a video of styling it in multiple ways, and I do plan on making a different color. Thinking to make a red one for Valentine's Day, so you guys can look forward to that. It is a McCall's pattern. I will stitch it somewhere on the screen what pattern exactly it is. I do not know it on top of my head. But I use a pattern for this, and I'm planning to do like a sew along to the next one that I do. So you guys can look forward to that. I have a super long kimono that I made for my trip to Jamaica that I don't think I'm going to wear again. So like I said, it's a really long kimono. I wanted it for one particular thing in Jamaica. So I'm going to cut that up and make a bubble skirt. So I'm looking forward to doing that. It is very easy to make. Very easy to make. Just a few steps. So yeah, you guys should definitely try to make one. Alright, so next thing I have here is this pants that I transformed into a skirt. So no, it is a skirt. I'm not going to put it on the mannequin just because it is a long skirt. I know you can't see past probably like right here because of the angle of the camera. So I'm just gonna hold it here and stitch the videos in on that side. So this is what it looks like. I particularly did this because I have a separate video that's doing really good right now on my channel here on YouTube. I did it in a different color and I will stitch it here on the screen. However, I feel like I was like going too fast in the tutorial, and I knew a few people had some questions on the ending and just certain steps in the video. So I wanted to make a whole separate video just to kind of answer those questions. So it's kind of like how I did this shirt and I did the black one but this color just to make it a little bit clearer. So it's kind of like that. I kind of just did this just to answer some of the questions from that video. I have not posted this tutorial yet. I am working on it. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks I'll have that posted, and just kind of give people like a clearer instruction on the first video. It's just a pants that I thrifted years ago and decided to make it into a skirt. I love the skirt. In that first one, I feel like I had the slits on the side a little bit too high, so I have this one lower so now I can wear this without feeling uncomfortable with the slits being a little bit too low. And then I did a different like step tutorial on how to do the slits on this video. So I feel like it's better this way, so I'm going to post it soon. So if you saw that video, you liked it, didn't think the instructions were as clear, don't worry, I am going to put this one out soon so you guys can watch that one. I don't know what to say. I don't even know what the first thing to say. This one was a hot mess, but you know what? I was proud of myself for actually going through and making the dress, because I feel like older me would have shied away from making a dress like this, but I didn't. I wanted to do something different for my birthday. Even though the outcome wasn't what I wanted, I still learned from this pattern. I still learned a lot from making this dress. So first of all, I made it from a curtain, and I feel like I shouldn't have used this curtain for this particular project. Kind of made the dress look a little bit outdated. Then, as you can see, the back is not symmetrical. When I went to go cut it, it came out way shorter than I expected. I thought I measured it right, but when I went to go cut it, it was way shorter, and I kind of tried to make up for it. On me in person, you would have been able to tell that the bottom was not cut straight. And then, I don't know, some part of it just kind of just didn't look right, and I just didn't have time to fix it. It was during the hurricane, there was so much going on, and I spent days working on the dress. I still wore it out to dinner, believe it or not. I will stitch or put video somewhere here. I still thought it was cute. I posted it online. I did not get as much feedback as much as the hard work that I put into the dress, but it's okay. I learned a lot from it. I myself was not happy with the color, not happy with the finished results, with the fabric that I decided to use overall. So it's fine. I still learned a lot, and that's all that matters. I still have it, and I am thinking there's not much I can transform it into. I could just cut it into just a corset. So at least I could wear it that way. I don't know. That's why I have it just sitting here. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. I could just keep it as a reminder or something. I'm not really sure. I may still cut into it, use the fabric for something, or just leave it as is and just keep it. I don't know. But this was definitely a hot mess project, if I could say so myself. And let's move on to the next one. I initially bought this shirt for, but when I was looking for what my next thrift flip was, this is the idea that I came up with. I will stitch pictures and videos all over on the screen so you guys can see a clearer look of it. I know you probably can't see it clear on the mannequin here, but this was for future. I feel like I would use a smaller shirt, or at least I would take in the sides a bit. But other than that, I felt like it came out cute. The construction of it was pretty easy. I have not posted the full tutorial for this yet, but I do have a shorter 1-minute tutorial on my Instagram. If you guys are interested in, my Instagram is at thatsolika. Make sure that you follow me over there for other tips and tricks. I will put the link for my Instagram in the description box below, or you could just type in at thatsolika. Alright, and then this skirt I decided not to put on the mannequin, but this was a pair of pants that I had. I love the color, but they just didn't fit anymore, so I decided to turn them into a mini skirt. I have a few different tutorials on turning a jeans pants into a mini skirt. I will put them all here somewhere on the screen, or you can click the link in the description box for this tutorial. It is quick and easy, and I just wanted to do a refresher on this, so I made it. Love the skirt. Have not actually worn it and styled it yet, but I will do it soon. Quick and easy, beginner friendly. Here's what the back looked like. I made this one a little bit longer than I would make my other mini skirts, but nonetheless, super cute. Moving on to this thrift flip. I don't actually have the shirt in my hands, but I loved how it came out. It was quick and easy. I love the color of the shirt, but it was just too plain, so I used a pattern from June's Pattern Studio for this particular flip. I love all her patterns. They are quick and easy. I always recommend her patterns because the instructions are just clear and easy to follow. So I loved how this one came out. And yeah, let's move on to the next one. Alright, so this skirt you may not have seen because I have not posted it yet. This is the one that I was saying that I forgot about just because I did not post about it. This is actually from a bed sheet, and I use Mimi G Sewing Academy wrap skirt pattern for this one, which was super easy and beginner friendly. I just have not posted it yet. The fabric is a little bit thin, and I wore it out to the thrift store and I made a video. I just haven't got around to posting it, so I totally forgot about this flip. But this is what it looked like. I tried making a matching shirt to it, and guys, tell me how I was not paying attention and my serger snapped. was just cutting through the shirt, and I did not realize. And after I cut it, I'm like, I was so devastated, and I did not have enough fabric to like patch into it and remake the shirt. It was like right here that it cut, and I was just disappointed. I just threw the shirt out, but I think I took a picture or a video, so I can stitch it here so you guys can see. No, I can laugh about it, but then I was just so upset with it because I just had one more step to finish the shirt, and it just got completely ruined because I wasn't paying attention to make sure the serger didn't have anything underneath. So you guys, this is a sign to not rush through your sewing, especially when you're using a serger. Anyways, yeah, this is the one that I almost forgot about. Alright guys, and last but most definitely not least, this was the fan favorite. Everybody absolutely loved this jumpsuit. I think this is the last one I posted, I'm not sure. But everybody loved this jumpsuit, and the crazy thing is, I bought this skirt like 2-3 years ago. And when I bought it, I had in mind to make a jumpsuit. But every time I went to go do it, I'm just like, nah, I'll just do this the next time. Nah, I don't want to make a jumpsuit. I was just kind of like, it's not going to come out the way I wanted it to. And I feel that's the thing. I always have like thoughts in my head about what I want to make a certain project, but especially because I'm self-drafting straight from the fabric, I'm always like a little bit scared to cut into it, and it takes me a little bit more time. But I love that I did it. I took my time on this one. It came out good, came out absolutely no regrets about this one. It was definitely a fan favorite. This is probably the #1 favorite over on Instagram, and yeah, I loved it. There's not much comment about it. It was like my instructions for this one was definitely clear. I posted it like a 1-minute video over on Instagram. I will have the full tutorial here on YouTube soon. Yeah, that's all my thrift flips for 2024. Definitely let me know in the comment box below your top 5 or your top #1. I have 5 favorites that I posted on Instagram. I will stitch them here. Looking forward to making way more thrift flips in 2024. I'm already working on my next one, and I plan on just building my portfolio a little bit more. I do want to make more made from scratch garments as well, or kind of just combine thrift flips with making more patterns, I should say. Like, I want to actually make more patterns. I do a lot of self-drafting, which I love doing self-drafts, but I also want to just dive into actually working with other designers and buying their patterns and just trying on patterns. And eventually, I feel like I always ask somebody's pattern when I get it, just because I like to make it my own. Here's to more sewing in 2025. Let me know in the comment box below what more you'd like to see from me. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay safe and happy sewing. Bye!